to Find Found Tarot 1111. Today we're going to do your weekly love reading. This is going to be from the 25th to the 2nd. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Leo. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss in the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out the Moon, Rising, and Venus placements in the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the reading, it's the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use the singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take a deep breath in, exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and bring them into the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing, and it also helps the videos to circulate. We're doing a little bit of space changing here, and so I hope you like it. The little bit of change we're doing, it probably will change again. So yeah, I have taken over the Celtic Cross as well as some clarifying messages and some Oracle. We're going to jump into the Oracle this week first, and then we're going to jump right into the Tarot. So let's get started, Leo, all right? Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right. So in terms of the romance angels, we've got give your relationship a chance here, Leo. So work on your partnership here is very much strong. Your relationship is definitely, worth devoting some effort to and working through these, relationships if you're possibly been going through this tumultuous time with your partner. These can be worked through and healed, I feel like. So you're going to need to commit to this relationship to ensure the best choice, outcome here. But I feel like at the very least, if you do end it here, Leo, I feel like you are going to know that you gave it your all, right? You're going to also, understand the role that you played in this dynamic, as well as, this is going to sort of help you, I feel like, to avoid attracting similar painful situations in the future. There is hope for this partnership, though. I do feel like, Leo, before you kind of go rush out, possibly, just make sure that if you do decide to end it, it's truly at your, what your deepest desires are, and make sure that there's nothing left. If you feel like there's nothing left to fix here, right? You can't fix it, essentially. Honeymoon coming up. So, my dears, this is what I'm saying in terms of giving your relationship a chance. This could say that this is kind of trying to recreate that honeymoon phase back in your relationship, maybe going on a holiday, kind of recreating that, romance back there. For some of you, this could also speak to the fact that you could be literally just coming out of marriage, going on your honeymoon. For some of you, this could be speaking to the honeymoon phase in a new relationship. There's a lot of very much different meanings. And for the singles, this could say that you're going to meet someone on a vacation, and that could choose to kind of give you that love and butterfly feeling. We've got attraction here as well. So you're going to attract that romantic love partner that you're seeking here. This is coming in like that good friend warning here. This is a message of truth. The best way to, have more romance in your life is through attraction rather than strenuous effort. You are most attractive when you are enjoying yourself in the present. So your joyful kind of laughter, that self-expression, that body language, they're all beautiful, right? And it can avoid any stress here as well. You can start to experience strain in these romantic relationships, if I can get these words out here possibly. But this is against, strain comes from a place of fear and underlying energy here, and attracts the very thing that you are very worried about, like attracts like. So make sure what you're putting out there in terms of wanting it to come back in is definitely that positive, happy vibe going out there. If you're trying to attract a new person into your life, definitely be smiling, have that confident energy, because it will definitely aid in the success of you attracting a partner. You're definitely not going to do that with the grump and groan of a frown, right? So this is kind of focusing on your happy side and being that confident, optimistic side and person that you are. Next, we have Imagine in reverse, card 20 here. I feel like this is definitely what I would say to you with this message here is that there is a sense of here, I feel like, illusions a little bit, wishful thinking here. I feel like they could be rooted here in a sense of lack that could have been entering your life at this point. So to see things as they truly are and not as you had hoped here is what I'm feeling. Release this fear, Leo, okay? Then envision something that's very much new. Perhaps you're, participating in something or anticipating and sort of participating in the action of that, bringing in that, kind of negative attitude or that fearful in something that could happen here. You're recreating that image, I feel like, of disaster over and over in your head right now, and the universe will respond to those projections. What you think about, you bring about, essentially, is what I'm saying. So be aware of that, catastrophizing, if I can't talk today. But this is, no matter what, illusions sort of awfulizing, essentially, are a misuse of your own imagination. So clear that inner slate, stay grounded, stay real. Only then you're actually going to behave, get what you truly want and desire here, Leo. And a change in the wind, yeah, because you're going to have to take, something is got to change. And I feel like for you, this is really you understanding that now things are in a different point in terms of your relationships. They go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other as well, and, stormy emotions, moods that threaten to take down that ship, right? So perhaps, someone has a change of heart and does leave here in this situation. These rough seas, offer some opportunities for mutual growth here, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you really need to be happy, okay? Truly, rest assured, I do feel like that whatever's happening, good will come from it. Take this temporary shelter, remove yourself from the drama here, then that air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass energy. So let this energy go with the change of the wind and let it happen. Now we have, by the book, card 11, this is very much a Libra energy here. This is, maybe in the past you haven't been doing something by the book, right? And essentially now is the time here for a real change of consciousness as you're incited to revolt here. Change the structures that are limiting the progress here, okay? It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is calling on you to revolutionize your life. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels like it's so far outside the box that, everybody else is going to reject it and tell you it's not possible. This is, genius inventions and transformations are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream, and you should stop wanting to be accepted and start doing things for you any place, right? It could be time for you to say no to, what anybody in your group or anybody trying to take you down, somewhere else. Your kind of inner structures alerting you the need for a complete overhaul is here, right? And I feel like you need to take this on and go for it. This is time for transformation, Leo. So let go of that fear of change, right? Your intuition will lead you through the darkness, and there is no turning back, right? So you have to trust that, the light will dawn, right? Epiphanies are surely going to lead to miracles here right now. And I feel like that's powerful for you as well, Leo. We have a leg up in reverse. So, a leg up, a hand out. It's kind of what I feel like in terms of what you are hoping for. And I feel like, yeah, you've been hoping for it for some time, but in reverse, this is saying, I feel like, are you always, insisting on doing everything yourself, Leo? Do you have little faith that help will come when you ask for it? You're convinced that the burden of the world's all on your shoulders and you got no one to share it with. I feel like you need to drop that energy. It's going to make you feel vulnerable here, obviously, to admit that you need a helping hand. And vulnerability is a good thing, right? Because you have a lesson to learn, essentially. You must let someone else assist you. So you can't do life all by yourself, right? Once you shift that expectation, you're going to be amazed at how quickly help arrives to give you that leg up. And you're going to stop resisting that change that has been, negatively impacting you for some time. You're going to start to see that the change must occur, and it's in your greatest good to happen now. In your terms of your situation, we've got the 6 of Cups, okay? So nostalgia, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. That trip down memory lane, you've been constantly in that state of flux, in that state of thinking all the time. Emotions of the past, they're resurfacing again here in the form of some sort of happy memory here, I feel like. But maybe a past lover, old friend could be coming back in as well, trying to reappear, rekindle some flames here, maybe taking you a ride down memory lane. But you can reflect on the past to find answers for the present and the future, Leo. Pleasant dreams of the past, will float into your sleep, but you might find yourself revisiting the endeavors that is not so good. So you can reflect on these past, and things, but don't attempt to try to change them or bring them back into your life. I feel like just observe and learn from them and move on. Because I don't feel like anybody from the past is meant to come back in, but I feel like there's some choices there that is going to be needing to deal with. Now there's the Spirit of Cups here. This is the King of Cups. So, like I said, my dears, you are going through it in a tremendous time. And I feel like why I feel like this is so powerful for you at this time is you have to see the things that maybe you haven't wanted to for some time. This is very much a scorpionic energy. But you're distrusting of others' motives and intentions. You don't believe something here. And that's why I think that Six of Cups is coming in. The person that is coming in, you don't trust their motives. And I can see why. You are very much emotionally withdrawn and disconnected here. So I feel like there's some sort of repressed emotions that are guiding your story here. Maybe this person's a little bit emotionally manipulative instead of outwardly clear of their needs. And that's kind of been, causing some rift there. In your obstacles, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy for you. So it's in reverse. I feel like why, I would say here that there's a very much a need for you to experience or sort of look through something in a different perspective. I feel like you haven't seen it for something that it is. Why? I feel like because you feel like you're depleted. You need to defend your actions always. And I don't feel like that's very good for you at this time. I feel like you do not have the strength to continue because, your determination's broken here. Like a broken, man or woman. This trauma will extend to your personal life and your career if you don't nip it in the butt. So this is warning against overextending yourself again, Leo, in the terms of health and money here as well. So the world around you would seem to kind of deplete your finances, if and generally make life a game of physical endurance for you at this time. And that's what's in your obstacles and why. Now we have the Five of Cups also in your obstacles, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This Five of Cups is definitely saying to me, my dear, look, that is your heart there, the crow on the heart is also showing that there's a regeneration. In this heartbreak moment, there is something that's going to come positive out of it, even though you might not see that right now. There's sadness and loss here, but is it possible that acceptance is the key to this hopeful expansion? I feel like you need to consider that, because I feel like that's what is why it's in your obstacle. There's something that you need to accept, and that is the key to this expansion that you've been resisting for some time. Now, the Six of Wands is coming up in your influences here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, so that's also your second six. There's something it's kind of, really wanting to burst itself into being here also. But I feel like caution's warned as you kind of learn. You have to relearn to take care of yourself here, Leo, a little bit. I feel like it's going to be powerful for you as well. I feel like there's a time of, this is similar to the Chariot card, because the support that you once had from your peers, I feel like, is now kind of failing or lacking. You feel like you don't have it. The atmosphere is filled with very much annoying energy, or people seem to be very annoyed with you. But there, you have to watch your own back. You're becoming a little self-sufficient, which I think is also a good thing here as well. But you feel like everybody's working against you at this time. So tensions are rising from resentment, maybe the paranoia here or the abilities or lack thereof of those people around you. So this is a card associated with you, Leo. So I feel like this is something that you've got to observe and pay attention to. Now we have that Innocence of Cups. There's that Page of Cups here coming in. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now it's in your influencing because I feel like that's what you're really trying to do. You're trying to go through this period of a very much emotional healing, and this essentially says to me, because I feel like you're in the innocence of your own emotional needs right now. You're being encouraged to sort of spend some time with your emotions, learn to reconnect with the full vast array of them, because that's what's really happening. There's a vastness of this. There's a vastness of emotions here that happens, and there's a real depth to them as well. I feel like there's a mindfulness here that and curiosity that's going to help create some sort of internal balance and connectedness that's in your life, and that is what you've been kind of wanting to restore. We have the Three of Cups at the root of the reading here in reverse. So again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, there's a celebration or wanting to celebrate something there, but there's a resistance to actually, there could be a delay in this celebration for some reason as well. But I feel like with this is sort of like a loss of control feeling that can only be associated to a sort of overindulging in something, whether this is a person, place, or thing. I feel like that's what's at the root of the energy. There's a drunken sort of debauchery coming in for some of you. Whatever it is, there's some sort of I feel like there's a lot of disruption with this energy. There's a lot of confusion. There's over pleasure, overindulgence, a lot of manipulative energy, just not a really positive thing. With the Nine of Cups, which is sort of, you know, that's what I'm saying. This is the, and it's in reverse. This is the wish fulfillment card with the celebration. Something is delaying in your wish fulfillment. Your big happy family, that white picket fence, that, you know, everything you wanted. There's a delay here because, you know, there's something that you're not considering, and I wonder what it is. I kind of wonder if it's because, you know, you're resisting the choice to walk away to the point that it is causing you some sort of lack of focus, or, you know, I feel like maybe do your intentions kind of, you know, align with the highest and best for you at this time. And I feel like if they haven't, that's what's blocking in that abundance, is because there isn't a full, you know, kind of determination for it, essentially. So now this is the Seven of Swords here in your recent past. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but why I feel like the Seven of Swords is here is because, my dears, this is a period where you are, you know, the Seven of Swords definitely reminds you of conflict or restriction in some sort of way. So I feel like you're being skeptical a little bit as aware, but, you know, those that are close to you may be attempting to dazzle you with some sort of superficiality, some lies. You need to question their true intentions constantly in your own mind or aloud. I feel like you lie in danger of being manipulated based on trust and underhanded deceit by this person. You could be surrounded by those who are dressing themselves well here to represent who they are not. Fast or smooth talking energy will be in abundance for their confidence. A mask is hiding their true intentions here, Leo. You could be, you know, enticed into money-making schemes or some sort of investment trap here. But you may have met someone who has, you know, sold you on the idea of romance, but it's never going to really deliver it. And I feel like in the recent past, you felt like that was the energy. And they're trying to sell you the Sun card here, but it wasn't coming, you know. And this is in reverse because, yeah, the Sun didn't come for this person because they were full of, you know, crap and just masking it into a beautiful energy for you. So, you know, our fears of confusion blocking your way from freedom and joy. And in the recent past, yes, they were. The confusing energy that this person was putting off definitely didn't, you know, give you any sort of hope for the future or, you know, see the way forward. Now you have Temperance coming in here in the recent past because that balance of your emotions is what's needed here. This is Sagittarius energy. So why I feel like Temperance is coming in, she is the, you know, Justice kind of counterpart to Libra, but she kind of represents that emotional side of us. So I feel like right now that's what you're going through. You're going through this sign of balance, right? The balance achieved extends to that resolution here of issues that could be maybe, you know, such as life and love here, but this is kind of that ability within yourself to bring together some differing elements to work within yourself, okay? So I feel like this is powerful for you at this time, okay, Leo, because this is a time of great growth. Arguments will be resolved. Happy endings will be coming in the future. Relationships will and can blossom here. And there could be a balance and union achieved here. So I feel like that's possible. You could be also looking for some sort of seeking out some third-party advice to bring closure to any resolution, such as a mediator, a counselor, maybe a diplomat, somebody that can offer you some different perspective to the situation. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that abundance is coming, you know, that's what's in delay is because you have to temper your emotions here a little bit before you can successfully get on with that, that abundance that's waiting for you. But I feel like here are your emotions in proportion with your situation is what I feel like that's why Temperance is coming in, because you're going to not, at the moment, they are not, okay? We have the Devil in reverse, Capricorn, coming in at the overall of energy of the reading. Temptations and choices here are, you know, what's causing some sort of conflict here because you're going to have to release them. But, you know, what is possibly holding you back is that, well, I hate to say this in the terms of, you know, holding you back because there's some sort of material, you know, growth or lack of, but this is a warning of some sort of sexual prowess energy. Something's leading to abuse here. Someone's trying to control or manipulate the situation. Life seems to have space for very much anything less than obsession. There's somebody that's very much obsessed with physical pleasures here. This is a destructive influence, Leo, that, you know, of greed, wealth, and the outcome of any arrangement or agreements here. So this is someone that could be trying to exploit your finances here, play on your ambitions for their own needs. And maybe, you know, I feel like in reverse, this is signaling a new, you know, environment that could bring new challenges for existing couples to explore together as well. But I feel like whatever this energy is, there's a need for you to focus on it. And this is often implying a very destructive relationship here, which will draw out emotions of jealousy, anger, you know, and fiery passion that isn't going to be, you know, that precious bonding moment for you. I don't feel like. I feel like it's going to have a lot of weight and restriction around it. The Spirit of Wands, so this is the King of Wands here. So Aries, Leo, this is your energy here, Leo. Why I feel like this King of Wands is out is because this King of Wands is saying to you, what have you been kind of neglecting in terms of your situation? And, you know, have you been that fearful, dedicated warrior? This is your sign, Leo. So this is you coming into your reading here. And it's at the overall energy. So you're in spirit with your spiritual path right now. You're being encouraged to keep moving forward because you're mastering your journey, right? You're being asked to share your wisdom with others, and you kind of move forward with your alignment and your passions right now as well. So we have the Five of Swords in terms of your environment. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This Five of Swords, yeah, I feel like it's got some weight to it, okay? This is kind of why I feel like there's an energy of great sorrow. This it comes in, you know, after a failure, you know, similar to the Three of Swords. Kind of their emotions experienced are from an extreme level here. So I feel like you could be, you know, feeling a little hollow inside right now. Externally, you've kind of lashed out, maybe blaming others as well. There's a contempt for someone around you, particularly your partner, I feel like as well. There's a selfish, self-pitying aspect of this current state, but this is causing bad rifts with the partners that are close to you, so you might want to be mindful of that as well. We have the Six of Pentacles coming in, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is, you know, gratitude, being in the flow of your life, making sure you're giving and receiving with that same equal measure, and give with a great amount of gratitude so you can keep receiving the abundance that's coming into you. The Nine of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. My dears, this Nine of Pentacles is a powerful energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I want to say that this is definitely a powerful energy for you, because what I feel like this represents is definitely a time of prosperity, accomplishment, independence. You're gaining your independence. You're seeing that you can take pride in what you've accomplished. You're worthy of it all. You're proud of who you are and how far you've come. And you should be. What does life offer, and what's it holding for you in the future, right? And look at that. The Nine of Pentacles is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So like I said, you are working hard for your achievements. It's time to strut your stuff and show yourself off here, because you've definitely earned it here. Now you have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying that card. So I feel like this is self-discovery. This is, you know, is it possible that lack of momentum is due to a lack of expansion here, is something I want you to consider at this time. And now we have the Eight of Swords coming in. Wow, wow, wow. So you definitely have a lot of powerful angel numbers in terms of that situation. You're kind of going through this with a little bit of self-doubt in the overall outcome here. But do you fully accept and love yourself for who you are and where you've come from is what you need to focus on right now, okay? Deep breath, my dear. It says, the link between breathing and our sensual expression cannot be overstated. With full life-giving breath, we can activate our vitality and experience our body pleasure more wholly. With a short, shallow breath, we are cut from our sensations. We create a stress response and our health suffers. Take a long, nourishing breath and in through your nose, pulling the air up from your expanding stomach for 3 seconds. Hold. Now breathe it out slowly through your mouth for 3 seconds, letting your stomach deflate as you breathe out for a full, rich exhalation. Doesn't that feel better? Make sure to take that deep breath. Always, it's good in that moment just to pause and think, breathe before you keep going. You're getting through this time. Just keep believing in the miracles coming in for you. Until next time, namaste.